Hello, I'm Matt.
Hello, I'm Mamiko.
And today, Mamiko and I are going to be talking about Come On Out English.
So when and how did you start Come On Out English?
Well, thank you for the question, Mamiko-san. So, Come On Out English came about a few years ago. Started a few years ago when the pandemic happened. We realized that English learning is very important, of course, but we can also do it online. And while people were at home wanting to learn English or talk English more with native speakers, we decided to start Come On Out English. So you can come on out to the online platform and learn English anywhere in the world.
Well, I think that style is really good for English learners around the world, and especially in Japan. So because they couldn't go out because of the pandemic, so we had a lot of time at home. So it's good to learn English at home. Next question is, what services does Come On Out English offer? So you said Come On Out English offers English lessons, but more details. Could you tell me about the details?
Yes, of course. Thank you for asking. So at Come On Out English, we teach all ages. If your young kids want to learn English, maybe your son wants to learn English soon.
I really want my son to learn English, even he is 4 years old.
Yes, it's time. All ages, young children, or maybe you have a child in high school or junior high school preparing for the entrance examinations. We can help with the Aiken and the different tests. But we can also do business English. If you are older and working in international business, we can help you prepare for a business trip or to speak more native style English at work in your international job. Or maybe you just want to have English conversation and become more natural in how you speak with foreigners, or when you are traveling to the US or an English speaking country. We have custom courses for all ages that we created. Yeah.
I see. So to get more confident or more fluently, so just English conversation practice is okay.
It's okay too, yes. And we can do it for 25 minutes or 50 minutes.
25 or 50 minutes. Oh, that's a good time. How to say, not too short, not too long. So
yes.
That's good. I see. What kind of teachers does Come On Out English have? So there are a lot of online English lesson companies all over the world in Japan.
Yes, well, of course, I am a teacher at Come On Out English too, so yeah. I think our teachers are great. But all of our teachers, like me, are native speakers. So I think that is really helpful when you are learning English, to speak to a native speaker and have the good listening practice and being able to hear the pronunciation with native speakers. But also we have speakers not just from the United States like me, the West Coast, the East Coast, Canada, the UK, and South Africa too. So we have teachers with different accents, native English accents around the world, which really helps our students become very global as they're learning different English accents that are important to understand. And of course, Mamiko-san, all of our teachers have all the certification and plenty of years of experience teaching. So I will say my number one favorite thing, besides our teachers being native and experienced, is that they're all very passionate and love teaching English.
That's what I experienced. During the lesson with your guys' lessons. So very passionate. They are really friendly. So I love it very I love it the most. So very super friendly, but very professional at the same time. What is the difference? What is different from other online English lesson services? Strong points. Maybe this is what we talk about just just
no,
before.
but I have something else to add, actually. So yes, of course, we are special because we have all native speakers around the world. That is one of our strong points, and they're very passionate teachers. Our teachers are really what makes our company special. But since I already discussed that, another service or another aspect of our services that makes us special is our material, our curriculum is all original content.
I see. Curriculums.
Yes. We create our own.
Yeah. So I was very surprised to see Common Out English curriculum, the material. So I love business English material. So really useful and very systematic or very organized. And I think it's really, fun to read. I think the text, the materials are really good for English learners in Japan.
Thank you very much, Mamiko-san. Yeah, we are very happy with our materials. And like you said, we have discussion and vocabulary and important phrases you can use every day that are very useful, practice time, role playing, and of course, idioms. So we have all these different materials in one lesson. And we also provide resources to continue learning on your own after the lesson.
I see. So, yeah, you guys always listen to me, what I really want to learn, what I really need.
Thank you, Mamiko-san. And yeah, we are, that's what's great. Our teachers are so wonderful and passionate. They will listen to your needs and what you want to learn and change our lesson or add some new things or focus on certain things so that the lesson, each lesson is customized to the students.
Customized, yeah. So before the lesson, you guys have a time to do an assessment for the curriculum. So I like it very much. It's the different point from other online.
Exactly. We do an assessment, like you said, we do an assessment with every student to know exactly their goals, their level, both written and verbal, speaking and writing, to see the level and make the best material. You're absolutely right. And of course, if you want, we do final exams too to test how you've done in our courses.
And I think that's a really good idea. So usually there are some trial lessons or assessment,
yes.
But the final test, I haven't heard of it. So check the level.
Yes, to see if you learned all the new vocabularies and idioms and your English confidence is up. And we are really happy to see our students get better and better over the lessons.
That's nice. By the way, this is maybe a personal question, but Matt, have you been to Japan?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have been to Japan 5 times.
5 times? So many times.
Yes.
5 times. So what brought you to Japan?
Well, originally, one of my very good friends, his parents are both from Japan. And I would go to his house and sleep over and eat all the Japanese food, even every morning eating natto.
Natto! Oh, you can eat natto.
I love natto. So my first love of learning about Japan was food. Food was so good. So it's my favorite. It's my favorite. So I wanted to try the authentic food in Japan. But when I traveled, I realized how much more I love the country, and the omotenashi style is my favorite. Everyone's so kind, like you, Mamiko-san, and welcoming. and of course, it's a beautiful country. I love the nature and the history. But the omotenashi spirit is what made me love Japan.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yes, and then I started teaching in Japan. So one great thing about Common Out English is we have a lot of experience specifically in Japan with Japanese students. And we understand the Japanese education system and the style of learning in Japan, which makes us very passionate about teaching English to all countries. But of course, Japan is our first big experience.
I see. That will be a big help for Japanese learners because including me, Japanese are usually shy.
But you should be confident. Your English is so good.
Thank you so much. Yeah, well, I think Japanese people should be more confident. How long have you been teaching ESL? Yeah, and why do you think learning English is important?
Oh, great question. Thank you, Mamiko-san. So even though Come On Out English only started a few years ago, I have been teaching English for over 10 years. So we have always done private lessons, and now we have Come On Out English. And again, that's what makes our teachers great. We have so many years of experience, which is very important to help all different kinds of students. And I think there are many reasons to learn English and why it is important. But the most important reason, I think, is English is the global language.
Yeah.
So if you travel anywhere and you don't understand, maybe you are Japanese and you are going to France and you don't speak French and they don't speak Japanese, but both speak English. So you can find the connection. You can meet so many new people, not just in business, which is so important. English for business, of course, the most important language for business, but you also can meet so many new people and make new friends and connections around the world if you learn English.
Yeah. I think so too. So how does it very important to meet new people or expand the world? And how does it? It's
open your mind.
Open my mind. Yes. I used to go overseas because of business trip before the pandemic. We always talked in English. We spoke English during the business occasion.
The meetings, yes, because that was the common shared language.
Yeah, speaking English helped me a lot. So the common languages, so we connect each other.
Yes.
Understand each other by speaking English.
Yeah. I completely agree, and it's very helpful. So that's why we're happy to have students from all over the world to learn English, to connect with each other.
I see. Do you have any suggestions or for Japanese English learners, any tips? So suggestions.
Yes, great question, Momika-san. So of course, since we have lots of experience working in Japan, and as you and I discussed earlier about confidence being so important in English and having an open mind, I will also add to that, that we want our learners to not be afraid of making any mistakes. Because the best thing is to just keep talking. So try not to be nervous or shy. We are so friendly. We want it to be very fun. And if you keep speaking, it's okay if you make mistakes. We can help you. But the more you speak, the more you become better at English. So just keep talking and having fun in English.
Keep talking. Yeah. So that's a big advice to me because I'm afraid making mistakes. So I chose wrong words or phrases. Oh my god. But I should keep speaking.
Yes.
So that's the key to speaking confidently or fluently.
Yes, that is the key. And just like, remember Finding Nemo, the movie with Dory? She says, just keep swimming. But we say, just keep talking. Just keep talking.
Nemo advice.
Nemo advice. And that's another great advice, is to watch movies in English with the subtitles.
I see.
Because you hear the native speaker watching the movies. That's a great one too.
I see. It's real English, real conversation.
Yes.
I see. Could you tell me better English expressions, phrases that Japanese should learn and use in conversation?
Yes. So that is a big focus of our lessons. Is every lesson each topic, we have different phrases that are used by native speakers commonly in our lesson materials. So you will study them and practice them with the speakers. And then, of course, Mamiko-san, our favorite is the idioms.
Idioms.
Every lesson, at the end of the lesson, we have 5 or more idioms to learn. And idioms are maybe the most difficult in English because you hear an idiom and you can't understand because it sounds weird or funny.
Yeah. Sounds funny, or so we can't imagine the meaning from the sound or from the word.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very hard to understand unless you know the idiom. So every lesson we spend time at the end to learn some fun idioms. And of course, everybody watching this video should watch Mamiko-san and I do Idioms Infinity, where we do new idioms every week on our videos. But I will just say one that I like because it is related to our conversation, and that is called Turn Over a New Leaf.
Yes. Leaf.
So, you know, a leaf from a tree. We have the leaves. Yes. And at Come On Out English, we think your growth in English is very important. So trees are growing, everyone is growing, learning English. But if you say turn over a new leaf, it means find a new beginning, start something new.
Oh, so something new, find new beginnings.
Yes, and once you turn over the new leaf, everything becomes great. So if you are nervous about speaking English, turn over a new leaf and start learning, and it will become better and better. And I'd like to ask you some questions now, if that's okay.
Okay.
As an English learner, and a very wonderful English learner, if I must say so. So Mamiko-san, my question for you is why, you asked me and I want to ask you, why is learning English important for you specifically?
Okay, I started learning English when I was 12 years old, just before going to junior high school. At that time, I was really into American rock music.
Yeah.
So because my brother loved it. So,
great.
Yeah, so I always listen to like Kiss, Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, the Beatles.
Great bands.
Yeah, I really wanted to understand what they said during the interviews or what they sang. That's the reason why I started learning English before going to junior high school.
That's great.
I'm always happy when we understand each other by speaking English. So what song do you like the best?
Yeah.
So they answered. I can understand what they say. So that's a small thing, but I was really happy to know their favorite songs, their favorite members. So yeah. And what's more is learning English helped me a lot when I was in university.
Yes, of course.
I studied biochemistry in the Faculty of Agriculture. I didn't know some of the textbooks are written in English.
Wow, completely in English.
Yeah, completely English. The numbers is not so big, but maybe 2 or 3 textbooks.
Yeah.
But they were written all English.
Wow. Yeah.
I didn't hesitate to read them because I liked to learn English. I loved reading them too.
Yeah.
Because I can understand what was there.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So that helped me a lot. And usually when we publish academic papers, we have to write them in English when we want the world to know our research.
Yes.
Yeah. So on this point, English was the key to expanding my career.
Yeah. So you learned English for many reasons. You had for school, but also for your job, for your career. You're you said it was key is so important, and also for fun. And
for fun, for
yeah,
hobbies.
making friends all around the world.
Yes.
And I love that you were inspired by American rock music. That's so great. You took some courses, some lessons with us. And so I'm curious what you think, how did our services help you specifically, or what do you think is unique about the lessons you did with us?
Okay, I love Common Out English lessons. The curriculum is very personalized, and the teachers are super friendly, but very professional and very dedicated, and so much fun to talk with. Yeah. And what I love the best is Common Out English lessons are very flexible. So yeah, I said personalized and flexible too. And teachers always listen to me carefully, and understand what I need or what I want to learn.
Yes.
So I think that's the best part of Common Out English. And they welcomed me making mistakes.
Yes, it's okay.
yeah. 15 minutes is too short to me. Yeah, time flies when we are having fun.
Oh, that's an idiom. Time flies when we're having fun.
Time flies. Yeah.
Maybe we should do longer lessons next time.
Yeah. I hope so.
That is the exact feeling we hope, is that it flies by because you're having fun and enjoying it. So thank you, Mamiko, for the kind words.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Mamiko and I will see you next time, but come watch our videos on idioms, Idiom Infinity, to learn more phrases. Thank you, Mamiko. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, bye. Thank you.